If you've ever felt stuck or limited by the way you think, this audiobook is for you. It's about changing how you see yourself and the world so you can break free from those limits holding you back. You don't need to be born with special talents or luck to create the life you want. What matters most is how you train your mind every day. This guide will show you simple and practical ways to challenge your old beliefs, build mental strength, and develop habits that push you forward. You'll learn how to turn failure into lessons, stay motivated by clearly seeing your goals, and surround yourself with people who support your growth. Step by step, you'll discover how small changes in your thinking and daily actions can lead to real, lasting success. This isn't about quick fixes or empty promises. It's about honest, steady work that transforms your mindset and your life. Stay with this audiobook and take the first steps toward thinking beyond limits and living the life you deserve. Chapter 1. Challenge your beliefs and question what limits you. Challenging your beliefs and questioning what limits you is the first step toward breaking free from the invisible walls that hold you back. It's not just about doubting yourself or being skeptical for the sake of it. This is about deliberately examining the ideas and assumptions you have accepted as truth, especially the ones that shape how you see yourself and what you think is possible. Those limits, many times, aren't real barriers. They are stories you have told yourself or inherited from others, quietly controlling your choices and capping your potential. To truly grow and live beyond limits, you have to expose those stories, question their origin, and replace them with truths that empower rather than confine. Beliefs are powerful. They shape your reality in ways you often don't realize. From childhood, culture, education, and life experiences, you pick up countless beliefs about who you are, what you deserve, and what you can or cannot do. Some beliefs serve you well. They create stability, hope, and direction, but many are outdated or outright false, planted by fear, failure, or external voices trying to protect you from risk. For example, if you grew up hearing you're not good enough, that belief will quietly sabotage your confidence every time you face a challenge. Or if someone told you success is only for a few lucky people, you might unconsciously hold back from going after big goals. The challenge is that you don't always notice these limiting beliefs because they feel like fact. You've repeated them so often that they have become part of your identity. This is why it is essential to step back and question those beliefs. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it really true? How does it affect my choices and my life? If the answer is that it came from fear or someone else's judgment and it limits your growth, it's time to dismantle it. Breaking down these beliefs requires courage and honesty. It means being willing to face uncomfortable truths about yourself and your past conditioning. But this process is also liberating. When you realize that many of your limits exist only in your mind, you reclaim control. You begin to see new possibilities and open doors to growth that were previously closed. One practical way to challenge your beliefs is to write them down. List the ideas you have about your abilities, worth, and what's possible for you. Then for each belief, write down evidence that supports it and evidence that contradicts it. This exercise helps separate fact from fiction. For example, if you believe I can't learn new skills because I'm too old, look for times in your life when you did learn something new or adapted successfully. You might realize that your age is not a barrier but a mindset. Another key insight is to become aware of your inner dialogue. The way you talk to yourself matters deeply. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, criticism, or negative predictions, those are signs of limiting beliefs at work. Train yourself to catch those thoughts and question them. Instead of accepting I'm not capable, ask, is that true right now? What can I do to prove otherwise? This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means actively choosing thoughts that support growth and resilience. Surrounding yourself with people who challenge your limits in healthy ways also makes a difference. When you engage with those who believe in growth, who push you to see beyond your comfort zone, you get new perspectives and encouragement to question your old stories. Avoid environments or relationships that reinforce negative beliefs or make you feel small. Instead, seek mentors, friends, or communities that inspire you to think bigger and act bolder. Questioning limits also involves experimenting with new experiences. Often, beliefs about what you can or cannot do are based on what you've tried before or what others have told you. By stepping into unfamiliar territory, you gather first-hand evidence about your capabilities. This could be learning a new skill, taking on a challenging project, or even starting a conversation that scares you. Every time you succeed or survive a tough situation, you chip away at limiting beliefs and build confidence. Facing fear is a natural part of challenging your beliefs. Fear often masks itself as truth to protect you from discomfort or failure. But fear is not an enemy. It is a signal that growth is possible. When you push through fear, you expand your comfort zone and reshape what you believe is possible. This rewiring of your mind takes practice. Each time you face fear and choose action instead of retreat, your limits dissolve a little more. It is essential to understand that growth is not linear. Challenging your beliefs means you will face setbacks, doubts, and moments of confusion. This is normal. What matters is staying committed to the process. When you stumble, remind yourself that these moments are part of breaking old patterns and forming new habits. Resilience comes from persistence, not perfection. Practical steps to challenge your beliefs daily include journaling, mindfulness, and affirmations. Journaling allows you to explore your thoughts and feelings honestly. Write about your beliefs, where they come from, and how they affect you. Mindfulness helps you observe your thoughts without judgment, giving you space to choose which beliefs to keep and which to let go. Affirmations, when sincere and repeated, can start to rewrite your mental scripts with empowering statements. A powerful exercise is to imagine your life without your current limits. Picture what you would do if nothing held you back. How would you think, act, and feel? This vision helps clarify which beliefs are holding you hostage. Then, take small steps toward that vision every day. These small victories accumulate and reshape your identity. Challenge also your beliefs about time and patience. Many give up because they expect instant results or compare their progress to others. Real growth requires patience, persistence, and faith in your journey. When you question the belief that I must succeed quickly, you free yourself to keep moving forward even when progress is slow. Remember that questioning your beliefs does not mean rejecting everything. It means being selective and intentional. Keep beliefs that empower you and serve your purpose. Discard or reframe those that limit your potential. This conscious curation of your mindset is an act of self-mastery. Another important aspect is embracing uncertainty. Limits often come from the need for certainty and control, yet life is unpredictable. When you accept uncertainty as part of the process, you open yourself to new opportunities and creative solutions. This mindset shift reduces fear and increases flexibility. Learning from others who have broken their own limits is inspiring and practical. Study stories of people who overcame doubts, failures, and limitations. See how they questioned their own beliefs and took consistent action. Their experiences show that limits are often self-imposed and that breaking free is possible for anyone willing to try. It is crucial to keep a growth mindset. This means believing that your abilities and intelligence can improve with effort and learning. When you adopt this mindset, challenges become opportunities rather than threats. You start to see failure as feedback, not defeat. This shift transforms how you approach life and your limits. In everyday life, Challenge beliefs by asking why and what if questions. Why do I think this is impossible? What if I tried a different approach? These questions open your mind to new possibilities and solutions. They disrupt automatic thinking and create space for innovation. Becoming comfortable with discomfort is essential. Growth happens outside comfort zones. When you challenge your beliefs, you will feel uneasy. This is a sign you are expanding. Instead of retreating, use discomfort as a compass pointing to areas where you need to grow. Setbacks will happen. When they do, avoid harsh self-judgment. Instead, analyze what you learned and how to adjust. This approach keeps you moving forward and strengthens resilience. Limiting beliefs often try to convince you to quit after failure. Challenge those lies by focusing on lessons and next steps. Daily routines influence your belief. Surround yourself with information and experiences that support your growth. Read books, listen to podcasts, and engage in conversations that stretch your thinking. Avoid consuming content that reinforces fear, negativity, or fixed mindsets. Accountability is a powerful tool. Share your goals and challenges with someone who supports your growth. Their feedback and encouragement help you stay aware of limiting beliefs and keep pushing past them. Sometimes an outside perspective reveals blind spots you miss. Celebrate progress no matter how small. Each time you question a belief and choose a new way of thinking or acting, you expand your limits. These wins build momentum and reinforce your new mindset. Recognizing growth keeps motivation alive and strengthens self-trust. It's important to balance ambition with self-compassion. Challenging beliefs and limits can be exhausting. Give yourself grace when you struggle and rest when needed. This balance sustains your journey over the long term. In summary, challenging your beliefs and questioning what limits you is the foundation of thinking beyond limits. It requires honesty, courage, and persistence. By examining your mental scripts, embracing discomfort, and taking intentional action, you can rewrite the story of what is possible. This shift transforms your mindset from a prison to a launchpad. You gain freedom to explore your true potential. Take bold steps and create a life aligned with your deepest values and dreams. Each day is a new chance to challenge old limits and build the resilience and wisdom needed to thrive in any circumstance. The journey begins with one simple but powerful decision. Refuse to accept limits you did not choose. Take ownership of your beliefs and decide what will define you moving forward. This choice is your key to unlocking a life beyond limit. Chapter 2. Build resilience by embracing failure as learning. Failure is not the end, but a powerful step on the path to resilience and growth. To build true resilience, you must first change how you see failure. Instead of fearing it or avoiding it, embrace failure as a natural and necessary part of learning and improving. When you stop viewing failure as a personal defeat and start seeing it as valuable feedback, your mindset shifts. You become stronger, more adaptable, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward with purpose and strength. It's not about never falling, it's about getting up faster and wiser every time you do. Embracing failure as a teacher means recognizing that each mistake holds lessons that help you refine your approach and develop new skills. This perspective builds mental toughness, confidence, and the courage to take risks. The first step to building resilience through failure is to accept that failure is inevitable. No matter how talented, prepared, or hardworking you are, you will encounter failure. This is part of life, not a flaw in your character or ability. Accepting this truth reduces the fear and shame often attached to failure. It frees you to experiment, try new things, and stretch beyond your comfort zone without paralysis. Once you accept failure as part of the process, the next step is to analyze each failure honestly and constructively. Resist the urge to blame yourself or others, or to ignore what happened. Instead, ask questions like what went wrong, what could I do differently next time, what did I learn about myself or the situation. This kind of reflection turns failure into a valuable resource for improvement. It gives you clear information about where to adjust and how to grow stronger. Building resilience also means managing your emotions around failure. It's normal to feel disappointment, frustration, or even anger when things don't go as planned. Rather than suppressing these feelings or letting them control you, acknowledge them fully and then choose how to respond. Developing emotional control means facing failure with calmness and clarity. This allows you to focus on solutions instead of getting stuck in negative thinking. Another important aspect is shifting your identity away from your failures. Your worth is not defined by your mistakes or setbacks. People often fall into the trap of labeling themselves as failures, which creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead, separate your actions from your identity. You are not your failures. You are the person who learns from them and keeps striving. This mental separation strengthens resilience and self-compassion. Practically speaking, one way to embrace failure is to seek challenges that stretch you intentionally. This means putting yourself in situations where failure is possible, but so is growth. Whether it's speaking publicly, learning a new skill, or starting a business, these challenges build your resilience muscle. Each attempt, successful or not, expands your capacity to handle uncertainty and setback. It is crucial to create a safe mental space for failure. This means adopting a mindset that values effort over outcome and progress over perfection. When you focus on learning and growth, rather than just winning or being perfect, failure becomes less threatening. This mindset shift allows you to take risks and innovate without fear of judgment or rejection. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who understand the value of failure also helps build resilience. Sharing your struggles and setbacks with others who encourage learning creates a community of growth. They provide perspective, motivation, and accountability when you feel discouraged. Being part of such a community reminds you that failure is universal and not a sign of weakness. Another practical step is to reframe failure as a step closer to success. Every failed attempt brings you information that moves you toward your goal. Famous inventors, entrepreneurs, and athletes have all failed multiple times before achieving greatness. Their stories show that persistence combined with learning from failure is the key to breakthrough. Resilience grows stronger when you practice patience and persistence. Change and improvement take time. Failure may feel like a setback in the moment, but each experience adds up. Stay committed to your goals even when progress seems slow or uneven. Remember that resilience is a skill developed over time through consistent effort. It's important to celebrate the courage it takes to face failure head on. Every time you try despite the risk of failure, you build mental strength. Acknowledge your bravery and use it as fuel to keep going. Self-recognition reinforces resilience and encourages further risk-taking and growth. Building resilience through failure also involves taking care of your physical and mental health. Stress and setbacks can weigh you down if you neglect rest, nutrition, and exercise. A healthy body supports a resilient mind. Regular self-care practices increase your energy and focus, enabling you to handle challenges more effectively. Another valuable approach is to set realistic expectations and goals. Overly ambitious targets can lead to repeated failures that feel overwhelming. Break your goals into manageable